Try to take off with the guap, they gon' make your body flop. Is you feeling like a savage? Cause I'm feeling like a savage.
What up, guys? Beard Bros back with the first annual 33 for 33 series, NFL's 2022 season predictions. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and hit the little bell for notifications. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying this series. We know we've introduced it a few times. Please leave a comment, leave a like. It does help us build as a channel. Hope you guys missed us. We're doing this 33 straight days. If you've already gotten the picture, we're going alphabetically. If you know, you know. Today's Buffalo Bills. We're going to break them down a little bit, make our predictions, and we'll see you guys tomorrow again. So, got Buffalo Bills. I know this is one of your favorite teams. Like, you like the player, Josh Allen. You kinda like Stephon Diggs a lot.
Yep.
I'll let you introduce them and what you're thinking moving forward.
Okay, very first game of the...
No. Before we do that, like, tell me your thoughts of the Bills before we move forward.
The Bills, they're the second, maybe the first best team in the AFC. Technically, if you say that, then they're the second best team in the NFL because AFC is the better division, in my opinion. So I say they're one or two, depending on the day. It could be Mahomes. It could be them. But I would pick them over Mahomes just because they have their weapons staying. No one really left off their team. Defense is solid. Offense could be better, but that's just to be determined this year. I think Josh Allen's an MVP, a Super Bowl contender. Stephon Diggs, I feel like he's a top 3 wide receiver in the league, even with the size differential. He's not the biggest wide receiver, but he's the biggest impact wide receiver, I feel like. So, with that being said, we could start off the... You want to talk about it?
I want to talk about the Bills a little bit, too, because you said a lot of good things, like... Implications are high this year.
Oh, yeah.
Josh Allen has a lot going into this season. Buffalo has a lot going into this season. I mean, they made a little bit of a splash this season. They ended up signing Von Miller.
Oh,
he just came off that Super Bowl victory with the Rams. They also signed a guard, a tackle, for a couple defensive tackles. Obviously, the biggest name was him. They also signed O.J. Howard, but they had Knox, and so I'm not sure where that might be. They also signed Shaq Lawson. He used to play for the Buccaneers. So they have a few people. They signed Duke Johnson, and I believe they signed Jamison Crowder as well. Ooh. So that's another weapon for Josh Allen.
That is a good pickup.
And those are a few of the pickups that they had this offseason. But outside of that, I mean, what can we say other than what you said? They're 1 or 2. They're 1A or 1B, depending on the day. So riding into this, 2022 season, I have the Bills like, it might be make or break this season. Like, if you don't get it done this year...
There might be some big moves.
Yeah, there's going to be some big moves in the offseason. I don't think anybody's off
Coach,
limits
maybe
the exception of Josh Allen.
Yeah, I think Coach maybe or somebody...
Coach, maybe some players moving.
It could potentially be that because they're at the verge where it's like you're good, but you haven't made it to that next level. Like, what could get you to that next level other than reconstructing the team in any way?
Exactly. So moving forward, like you said, they open up with the banger.
Yep.
Thursday night season opener for the entire NFL, traveling west to the defending LA Rams, SoFi Stadium. Who do you got?
I was talking real high about the Bills, but I have the Rams on a hiatus first game. I think the Rams are good. They picked up a few players. We're not going to speak until we talk about them, but they picked a lot of offensive players, a few defensive players up, and I think they're better than they were last year.
Okay. This was probably the hardest game to pick probably for me in this whole season of the Buffalo Bills. It's a tough game. You're traveling. You're on the road. You're in the Super Bowl stadium. I think this is when they receive their rings.
I don't know.
This is a 50-50. I don't care if I get this wrong. I'm going with the Bills. I'm going with the Bills because I think that they're going to be locked in. From day one to the end of the season, they're going to be locked in.
Makes sense.
I think this is one of those games that they're going in knowing that we have to beat a team like this. We cannot leave with our heads held low and our pride diminished, and the Rams thinking we're going to repeat. I think they're going to go in there and make a statement and say, we're on the road and we're the underdog, but we know where we deserve to be. And the Rams, I think, are going to be riding a little high, a lot of commercials and stuff this offseason, Super Bowl champs. I'm not saying they're going to be bad. I just think this first game, don't expect a lot.
Okay, I respect that. Then they go home to play the Tennessee Titans.
As much as I've not ever really liked the Titans, I still don't like the Titans. I don't think that they have enough against a powerhouse like the Bills.
Shoot.
If I were to, even if they still had A.J. Brown, which, again, we won't go too in-depth with Tennessee, but just as far as their offense goes, I think it's a lot worse without A.J. Brown.
Oh, yeah.
And their Julio still has yet to sign with anybody, so their offense is looking a little bit bad. Buffalo is just on all high cylinders. I have Buffalo going 2-0 so far.
I have the Buffalo Bills beating the Tennessee Titans. Like you said, the Titans are, I don't know where they're at in this situation. They were 1 seed last year. They could possibly be like the last seed this year, depending on how they play. So, yeah, I have the Buffalo Bills winning this one.
Okay.
Then they go to Miami to play the Dolphins Sunday. Any thoughts on this one?
It's early for the Dolphins. I think I mentioned that yesterday. They had an early game against somebody. Who was it yesterday? Baltimore. I think Miami could potentially be a playoff team. Unfortunately, even at home in Miami against the Bills, again, the Bills are that team that's just like, yo, we got to make a statement, especially division game. I don't care if we're in South Africa, probably Josh Allen would say. We're going to beat Miami. So I think they go into Miami, serve them a loss, and prevail to 3-0.
I agree. The weather will be nice September. Late September. Miami, I don't feel like could stop that offense, even though their defense is really good. I think the Bills' offense is better, so I have the Bills winning as well.
Moving on, we've made this pick yesterday. Baltimore, I believe we both had Baltimore losing.
I have the Bills winning, yes.
Okay, so we both had Baltimore losing to the Bills, and so that makes me go 4-0. But we're just gonna jump ahead. Pittsburgh Steelers going to Buffalo. Who you got, man?
I have the Buffalo Bills. Early season for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Again, we don't know if Mitchell Trubisky or the rookie's going to play, and I don't think it matters. I think Von Miller and them boys are going to come for their necks, and I think Stephon Diggs and that offense are going to be electric that game.
So you got the Bills
I got
winning.
the Bills, yeah.
Simple. I don't care who's quarterback. I don't care who's on the offense. The Bills are the better team. They're going to show it, and they're going to win. Simple as that. They beat the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And then on my buddy's birthday, the Bills are going to play the Kansas City Chiefs at Kansas City.
So, this is another tough game to pick.
Probably, yeah, it's probably the toughest.
This is the game Buffalo needs.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the game that Buffalo probably has got circled the biggest, the most times, highlighted, laminated. You know, everything you can do to this game, they got it. There, it's on their target.
Yeah.
It's there. It's so hard. It's so hard, but I'm gonna put it out there. I have Buffalo beating the Chiefs finally. I have them going into Kansas City, finally getting what they feel like they deserve and beating the Kansas City Chiefs, and that moves them to 6-0 right now.
I also have the Buffalo Bills trumping the Chiefs hiatus on them for the last few years in the playoffs and the regular season. I think the Bills overcome that burden on the back. I think, like I said, I think Josh Allen is an MVP candidate this year, so I feel like he could overcome this adversity against the Chiefs, and I think they'd take the dub going into their bye week.
Nice. So into the bye, it's week 7. What's your record?
6-1 or 5-1.
5-1. Okay, and I have 6-0. Going into the bye, week 7, coming out of the bye, they're going to be hosting the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers. Who you got? It's a Sunday night game as well.
I don't care what time it is. I don't care the continent it's at. The Bills, easy as this. They're better team all around.
I agree. Coming off a bye, I think that's when most teams are at their best. They get to scheme for a team for 2 weeks. I think Green Bay kind of don't have a lot going on. We won't get into it too much, but I think you're right. Buffalo is the better of the two teams, and I got them winning again.
Yep, it's easy right there, I think. Then they go to the Big Apple to play the New York Jets, division team. Any complications?
Oh, man, this is a tough game.
Any complications?
Come on, man. It's the Jets. We got a dub ski. I ain't even arguing this.
Yeah, I'm not arguing either. Zach Wilson, stick to the MILFs. But ain't going to happen today,
It ain't
buddy.
happening that game. They then host the Minnesota Vikings. They go back home. Minnesota comes in. Who you got?
I have the Buffalo Bills beating Minnesota, like I said, against the Jets and the Green Bay. They're just a better team.
This is their first loss for me.
To the Vikings.
I have the Vikings winning this game, and it's not because they're the better team, because on paper I don't think they are. But I think at this point Buffalo's riding a little high. They're coasting. They just beat the crap out of the Jets. They're thinking undefeated. How could we not? And I think Minnesota, I won't go into too much depth, but I think they're at least a potential playoff team. I'm not going to say anything more than that. And I like what they got going on. So
Okay.
I'm going to pick Minnesota going into Buffalo and giving them their first loss.
Okay, and then proceeding to play at home again against the Cleveland Browns.
They just put it on them. Another AFC team. I know Deshaun might be playing mostly by this time, maybe even the full season by now. I like Cleveland, I do, but I just don't think they're better than the Buffalo Bills, and I think that it'll show that day, and I got Buffalo back on the winning train.
I have the Buffalo staying on the winning train on my schedule. I have them beating the Cleveland Browns. No particular reason. They're pretty even on defense, as in players, but on the offensive end, I think the Bills have more electrifying players.
Then they travel on a short week against New England, in New England, on a Thursday night. Oh, wait.
No, you're skipping one.
Oh, I forgot. Detroit.
I guess you weren't really skipping.
Okay, so they actually play on a short. I meant a short week. I just seen the wrong team. They do play a team on a short week, which is the Detroit Lions. I believe this is Thanksgiving.
I think so.
So they're going to be playing Detroit on Thanksgiving. They are traveling to Detroit. Who do you got?
I have the Buffalo Bills. I'm sorry, Detroit. You're Detroit. I don't think you're
agree.
that good.
I agree. I'm giving them another win.
Okay, then they go to New England.
Not on a short week.
No, like actual week later,
Right.
on a Thursday night. Any upset alerts or anything?
I'm gonna say that this is gonna be a close game.
Okay.
It's in New England. It's tough. It's good. It's New England nonetheless, but I'm gonna give it to Buffalo.
Okay.
I know they're gonna be wanting to win this game. Plus, they get a week to prepare. It's not like they're playing Detroit on a short week. They're
Yeah.
playing New England on a full week schedule. So I think they go into New England and win the game.
I actually have New England winning this game.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like New England in December is a tough place to play, and I feel as they have the advantage in this game, just weather-wise.
Okay. Moving forward, they then go back home and host the New York Jets.
Same thing as a couple weeks prior. I think the Jets suck, and I think the Bills are really good.
Yeah, same here. I don't have much to say about the Jets other than good job, Buffalo.
Then they stay home and play the Miami Dolphins. December 17th or 18th, it's to be, announced.
This is tough again. I think Miami might be hitting pretty hard by this time. They're making their playoff run. But I still think Buffalo is the better of the two teams. I think Buffalo will understand that, and I think at this point Buffalo will end up beating the Dolphins at home.
I agree. I believe the Miami... actually, did you say Miami going on?
No, I have Buffalo.
Oh no, then I definitely agree. Yeah, I have the Buffalo Bills winning. Miami, I'm sorry, it's just they're a better team. They're just a better team.
Then they travel a little north. Well, I guess not much north. They're Buffalo, so they're just gonna travel west to Chicago and visit the Chicago Bears. Justin Fields, who you got?
Yeah, they just got N'Keal Harry and they have Mooney, but I don't think that's enough to stop Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs.
I also agree. I don't think Chicago has enough for anything right now. I think they're still kind of learning who they're going to be.
Yep.
And I like Justin Fields. I'll say just that. But other than that, they're not better than Buffalo. So, unfortunately, they will be losing to Buffalo.
And then they go to Cincinnati to play the Bengals on a Sunday night or Monday night.
It's a Monday night game in Cincinnati. Early year, January, probably snowing.
Oh,
Who
yeah,
knows? Gosh, this is a tough game. But again, I've said what I've said. I said it yesterday. I'll say it again. Super Bowl hangovers exist, especially when you lose. I got Buffalo showing that Joe B, he's real, but he ain't real this year. I got Buffalo winning.
I actually have Cincinnati winning this one. Home, good team, weather implications, and I feel like they're just going to – it's going to be a good game, but I think they have the advantage just being at home.
Okay. Last but not least, they end the season at home against the New England Patriots. It's to be determined on what time and day, or it will be Sunday, but time determination. Who do you got ending the Buffalo season?
I have the Buffalo actually beating the New England Patriots. I don't think the Patriots are good enough to sweep anybody, so I just feel like the Buffalo won't allow that to happen, especially late in the season where they're probably hitting on all cylinders going into the playoffs.
I have Buffalo losing, but I have Buffalo losing with their second strings. I've had one loss up until this moment, and I think at this moment, 15-1 going into the final week, I think they secured the number one seed. I think they're thinking, why not give our guys a couple weeks of rest? And securing that number one seed is all that mattered to them. They're going in. I'm not saying they're going to be for sure the number one seed, but I mean, you're 15-1 going into last week probably. So I have them losing to New England just because, and I think New England might be fighting for a playoff spot, so the game's going to probably matter a little bit more to them. Mm-hmm. So Josh Allen and them probably sit down and they drop a game, not because they can't beat New England, just they don't need to beat New England.
I get that.
So 15-2.
I have 14-3.
Wow, we were pretty close.
Pretty close. I was telling them off camera that I think we're probably going to be pretty close on this one.
Yeah, I like Buffalo this season. I like a lot of things. Barring any injuries, they're pretty much a front runner for me. Top four teams as far as AFC, NFC go.
I believe so.
I like Buffalo. I like Josh Allen. I like what they got going on over there. So we'll see. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Again, you guys know the drill. We'll see you tomorrow. Make sure to like and subscribe. And if you like, comment what you think your predictions are on Buffalo. Who do you guys have them losing to or winning? What's their record? You know, are you a fan? Are you not a fan? Are they Super Bowl contenders? Not really. Let us know in the comment section, guys. Till next time with the Beer Bros, which will be tomorrow. Peace.